Curry is the face of the NBA and has elicited higher ratings than Bron since the 2015 WCS. I'm not sure Curry has ever been the face of the NBA. Yo, what's up guys? It's Jerry D here, and this is Called Out. It is exactly how it sounds. We're gonna scour through social media sites just to see the good comments, the bad ones, and the ugly ones that deserve to be called out. So if it's good, you get your flowers. If it's bad, I'ma tell you why it's bad. And if it's ugly, goodness, you might as well delete all social media. And I can't think of a better place to start other than Twitter. Who is the biggest all-star starter snub? It has to be Joel, in all caps. Leading his conference in scoring, his team is doing very well in the Eastern Conference, top 3. Sixers president of basketball ops, Daryl Morey. Joel Embiid completely hosed once again. Anybody other than Joel Embiid is the wrong answer. Shai Gilgeous? No. Lauri Markkanen? No. Jaylen Brown? No. It is Joel Embiid. The numbers speak for themselves. It was supposed to be a battle in Boston, like the caption states, but it was bull. Eric Lewis, look at that bump. Celtics are 36-2 in games he's called since 2020. I did a little digging. His family, they're all Celtics fans, it looks like. Meaning, he's probably a Celtics fan. So of course he was blindfolded to that. It all makes sense. There has never been a better face of the NBA, and I'm not sure there ever will be. Draymond Green on LeBron James. We're talking about the whole 9, on and off the court presence. He's right, because LeBron does a lot for the black community that we all love to see. But if you're talking about on the court, it's definitely a debate. MJ is personally my GOAT, but LeBron definitely has a seat at the table. He's up there with MJ, he's up there with Kareem, he's up there with the Kobe and Shaq. Whoever you want to put at your GOAT debate. Curry is the face of the NBA and has elicited higher ratings than Bron since the 2015 WCS. I'm not sure Curry has ever been the face of the NBA. Whenever Curry did arrive to the league, LeBron was still the best player in the league. This is a bad take. It has nothing to do with it. LeBron is a better player all time than Curry. On to the next one. LeBron's kids make me realize Michael Jordan was just a horrible father. We can't really say that. Now, if we're talking about basketball, LeBron's kids are definitely going to see more success. Hands down, without a doubt. But you can't call the man a horrible father. Jordan's kids were getting torched. Eric Gordon put up 40 pieces on both of Michael Jordan's kids, was him sitting and watching courtside. But for the record, Marcus Jordan was not a bad hooper. It's hard to average 8 points or more in your collegiate career. And he did that 3 times. Maybe he could have been a solid role player. The guy just didn't want to hoop anymore. Leave the man alone. But his kids definitely were getting torched though. That was bad. 2011 Dirk Nowitzki might have the greatest playoff run in NBA history. There's a strong case. He beat the back-to-back NBA champions convincingly and with Kobe Bryant on. And then he proceeded to defeat 3 future MVPs. And in the finals, he happened to beat 3 more Hall of Famers in Bron, Wade, and Bosh.
Left hand laser. That should do it for the Dallas Mavericks.
95 Hakeem, huh? Beat the Jazz, Suns, the Spurs, and the Magic. But my only argument is, you had Stockton and Malone that never won anything. The Suns, you had Chuck on there. Hall of Fame player for sure. Then you had the Spurs. I don't think any of those squads stack up to the ones we just mentioned that Dirk beat. Zeke beat Larry, Magic, and MJ twice in a row. He did beat Bird Celtics, and that's a team filled with Hall of Famers, despite it being at the tail end of their dynasty. Beating MJ 2 years in a row, and then they swept Magic Johnson. Oh, that's tough. It's a lot more impressive when a point guard does it, rather than a 7-footer. I feel like it's harder. Not a bad take. I think Dirk is a good second place, but Isaiah Thomas definitely takes the cake here. Now, we've all seen these third graders going viral. Crazy for the showboat. It's kind of funny to be honest. You can tell the internet raised these kids. Now that's facts. Kids do what they see. LeBron, Zion, any of those guys that get an and 1, what are they doing? They flexing. Of course, kids are gonna do what their idols do professionally. The little dances like that. Every kid that age probably plays Fortnite. We can't point the finger other than anybody but ourselves. Memphis Grizzlies scorekeeper is likely embellishing defensive stats. Now, initially when you first see this, it's really like, what the how? He's like plugging in different stats as they go? Kind of blasphemous, you would think, but it kind of makes sense. And why does he have so many more blocks at home than on the road? It's a fair argument. This really could be true. I need to get a job being a scorekeeper. My parlays would hit 10 out of 10. Hey, real, because if I could dictate the fate of my players, man, prospects wouldn't have on me. Let's check out Reddit. Austin Rivers on the hardest player to guard. Steph, it's not even close. You can't touch him. They give him every effing call. They set illegal screens for him the entire game. They don't call it because they want to see him shoot. Duh! This is the 3-point era. And guess who's the pioneer behind it? Steph Curry. He's the face. They can't keep getting away with this. Everyone in 2014. And here's what they said, right? That this style of basketball won't be able to win championships. Damn, did they shut everybody up. Illegal screens is like holding in the NFL. 90% of them could be considered illegal, but the rest can freely pick and choose who call them whenever they want. That's a fair comparison. But I'd like to take it a step further with how the three-point shooter's treated like the quarterback, right? You can't rough the passer, even if you lightly tap him on the shoulder. You can't do anything to the three-point shooter, especially when it's Steph Curry. Good luck. It's all a part of the game, Austin. Joe Mazzulla just walked past Marcus Smart in the locker room and did a full somersault in front of him. Turned and said, "You can't do that," then walked out. What type of is that? It's fucking awesome, Lil Mazzulla's young enough to be an NBA veteran on a roster. He's technically one of the guys, but he's the coach though. Joe doesn't call out his players. He flexes all though. There's no way this dude wasn't behind the Quizlet account. And you know what? Put that Quizlet to bed, dog. I commend the man for having a Quizlet. He wanted to better his knowledge, to be able to land a head coaching job someday, to be the most critical member of the staff that guys would look to. And it worked. Like, if you really want to be good at something, maybe we all need Quizlets. Maybe I might apply to Quizlet. Maybe I could start sponsoring for Quizlet. Why not? So Miles Turner in Indiana reached an extension for 2 years, roughly worth $60 million. I think it's a good buy. Let me break this down for you. This is Indiana, a small market franchise. Miles Turner could very well have a couple All-Star seasons, by the way. He's young. Who is gonna come to Indiana? Who are they gonna spend their money on? You have to sell the talent first. Tyrese and Miles are your most talented guys on the roster. Please tell me you don't want to have a future as a future GM. Man, you would be pretty at the job. This is chump change to Indiana right now. That's it for Called Out. If you're feeling some type of way, I did my job. If you love the compliments, stay on my good side. If not, you end up just like the other guys. Y'all take it easy.